They keep saying weaponization, but when asked for one real example, this Trump DOJ nominee freezes. Watch Senator Welch corner him until the truth spills out.
Need accountability now.
Senator Welch.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I think all of us are absolutely outraged by fraud. We want to get to the bottom of it, and more power to you. Everything that Senator Hawley said, I agree with. So I don't think there's a dispute about that. One of the concerns that I have is the erosion of the sense of impartiality in the Justice Department. And there is counter-accusations on each side. It's become a very partisan issue here. But my understanding is that there was a weaponization working group, and I think Senator Durbin asked you a little bit about this. But my understanding, and first of all, by the way, thank you for coming into my office, and we had a very good visit. So let me acknowledge that and appreciate the career that you've had. But the weaponization working group is something I want to ask you about. My understanding is that you were a part of that.
Senator, first let me say thank you for welcoming me yesterday. It was a pleasure to be with you, and my family is going to be enjoying the treat from your home state over the weekend. Thank you for that.
The treat, Mr. Chairman, was Vermont maple syrup. All right? Just keep on my good side. You may be next.
Okay.
We look forward to a good pancake breakfast on Saturday, Senator. Senator, with respect to the weaponization working group, the president was right early in his term to identify and to commission the Department of Justice to look into instances of potential weaponization of the federal government. Under the direction of Attorney General Bondi, the Department of Justice has been doing that, has been looking into certain prior events so that we can learn from them, so that we can learn from history and not repeat those mistakes into the future.
Let me be clear. I mean, I'm appalled by the weaponization working group because everything that I hear from the president is that the people that he disagrees with become his political enemies. And then he uses the Justice Department to go after them. There is absolutely no place in our justice system for the Department of Justice to be doing that. Would you agree?
Senator, I think you may misunderstand the work of the weaponization working group. The weaponization working group has been looking at instances of weaponization of the government during the Biden administration.
Be specific.
Senator, there is a list of different events and different matters that the Attorney General has commissioned the Department of Justice to look into.
Where's that list?
One of them, Senator, would be the treatment of the president by the special counsel's office by doing things like dropping historical amounts of discovery on a criminal defendant and then pushing for very, very unreasonable trial dates and setting a criminal defendant on a path that did not allow for due process rights of the defendant to be followed. And any career federal prosecutor who is before you, they will tell you, if they're being honest, that what happened there with the scope of discovery and the timelines that those prosecutors were pushing, that was not consistent with the principles of federal prosecution.
Who won the 2020 election?
Senator, Joe Biden was certified president of the 2020 election and served 4 years in office.
Who won the 2024 election?
Senator, President Trump was certified as the winner of the 2024 election and is currently in office.
You know I know that. So did Joe Biden not win but was certified?
Senator, I would refer to my prior answer to that question.
But I'm asking you a different question. I'm asking you whether it's your opinion that Joe Biden was certified, but that he didn't actually win. That's the President Trump point of view.
And Senator, my answer was that Joe Biden was certified as president and served 4 years in office.
Okay, that is not what I asked you. I asked you who won it, not who was certified. Do you want to give me an answer on that?
Senator, I would refer to my prior answer.
Okay, I yield back.
Senator Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr.
What we just watched was not a debate. It was an exposure. Senator Peter Welch did what accountability demands. He stripped away buzzwords and forced clarity. And the moment he said, "Be specific," the entire Trump narrative about a weaponized Biden DOJ collapsed under its own weight. The nominee came in armed with rehearsed talking points, grand claims about persecution, vague accusations about prosecutors, and the now familiar grievance script straight from Donald Trump himself. But when pressed for evidence, for an actual list, for concrete misconduct, all he could offer was a complaint that Trump faced too much discovery and inconvenient trial timelines. That's not weaponization. That's how the justice system works when a powerful defendant is charged with serious crimes. Then Welch went for the heart of it. Not procedure, not policy, reality. Who won the 2020 election? The nominee wouldn't say it. Not because he didn't know, but because saying Joe Biden won would shatter the entire premise of Trump's grievance machine. The refusal wasn't legal caution, it was political obedience. And in that silence, everything became clear. This is what the so-called weaponization working group really is. Not a search for truth, not institutional reform. It's a revenge task force designed to rewrite history, intimidate prosecutors, and normalize the idea that enforcing the law against Trump is itself a crime. Welch saw it. He named it. And when the nominee couldn't answer the most basic democratic question, Welch ended it. Because sometimes yielding back says more than another minute ever could.